everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Dorri, and I'm coming to you from the Downtown Spa and Relaxation Center here in Georgetown. Welcome to Chit Chat with Dorri and Dr. Lorraine Wilson. Today we have some exciting news for you and information to share. I have my good friend and my business pal, Kim Sartor, owner of Health Wellness Industries in College, distributor for Seqex machine, our UV vitamin D, and our newest plasma light therapy. And there we have Dr. Lorraine Wilson. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
Very well, and how are both of you?
We're doing fine. Thank you so much for asking. Before we get started, I just want to congratulate Eva Murdoch. She is the winner of the Downtown Spa package that we donated as an early bird draw to the Georgetown Hospital Foundation for the walk run that's going to take place on September the 26th that we're all going into. So congratulations to Eva, and we shall see you soon. All right, I'm going to let Kim take it away. We are actually in the same location today, which I'm finding like better. This is fun.
Yes.
This is fun. I like it. So, Kim, take it away. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then let's get right at those machines.
Okay, so my name is Kim Sartor, and when I was in my 20s, I was diagnosed with a rare illness called sarcoidosis. And what happened was I ended up getting asthma from it and glaucoma because the disease is an autoimmune disease, and it was making everything very tight in my body. So I had to go on a lot of drugs. I was on prednisone and puffers and asthma drugs, and I ended up gaining a lot of weight. And I felt hopeless. It seems like no matter how many drugs I was taking, it didn't relieve the problem. So I was at the Science Center in Toronto, and I saw a movie called The Healing Field. And it was all about a documentary about how they have these devices in Europe that actually help you from the inside, healing your body. So Dorri and I were invited to a Debbie Travis business retreat in Italy. And so I decided to look up the man's name that manufactured these medical devices. And I called him, and he met me. I was very nervous. I took a train by myself, went up there. He met me, and he put me on the device. And the very next day, I just started to go to the washroom. Like, I had so much fluid on me. I didn't realize how inflamed I really was. And so that was the beginning of this beautiful adventure that we've been on. After that, I was able to get off all my drugs. I was able to wean off of it within 3 months. And I haven't had to take them since, and lost almost 60 pounds now, mainly fluid, I believe. And then he went to Health Canada, and we ended up getting licensing on the device as a Health Canada Class 2 medical device. And we went through the Ministry of Finance and got it so that it could be written off on your taxes. And so we've really had an amazing journey. We've been to Italy 26 times now. We've been all over Italy, brought Canadians and Americans in. They've gone for training. We've met doctors all over Italy that are using this and complementary with their practice. But the most important reason why this is an important device is that nowadays we have a lot of Wi-Fi. We have cell phone towers. We have portable phones, cell phones, and all of our blood, we're getting the Rouleau effect. And that makes your blood cells stick together. We're not getting enough oxygen supply. And so when you go on one of these devices and you lay on it, all of a sudden everything starts moving in your body. You get the oxygen generating in your cells. It makes your cells become more optimized, and they start doing what they're supposed to do, and that's healing you. Exactly. And so it's healing you not just on the inside of your body, but on the outside of your body. Your skin looks younger. I have pictures of me when I went to Italy 6 years ago. Don't even look the same. Your hair starts growing back. You start feeling rejuvenated. Your skin feels so amazing, and you just are very regular. You never get constipated, or your whole body just starts like a machine. It just starts working. And after going to Italy many times and meeting doctors, I see how they're integrating this in so many medical situations and beauty. There's a lady that comes from Spain, and she uses the probe while she's laying on the Seqex, and her face and her body is amazing. Yeah. And she's an older lady, and she looks amazing.
She does.
Yeah.
That's what we have. We call that our Marma facial. So we do that here as well. And it just stimulates the Marma points opens up the channels. Like the Marma is an energy channel. So we're stimulating the body. All of the services and treatments with the Seqex are a cellular level. I mean, you can't help but re-energize, rejuvenate your whole body. Doesn't matter what you're working on. It's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, so Professor Lipoff out of the United States in Michigan, he's the first man that actually discovered the phenomena ion cyclotron resonance. And what he discovered is if you took these two frequencies, one static and one pulsed, when they went together, they made the cells start spinning, so they became more permeable, so that you would actually absorb your nutrients and help get rid of some of your toxins in your body. So Health Canada approved this for getting rid of inflammation, helping reduce inflammation, helping to create microcirculation, and also to induce a muscle relaxant for pain and also for stress. I mean, I just see people that come in that have so much stress load on them. And especially during this time, people we put them on the calming program. They calm right down. They start getting their mind where they can get some sleep. We have a sleep specialist out of Toronto that's using this for the veterans for PTSD. It's just been an amazing thing. And what I've seen happen, I feel like it's a blessing that I'm in this because I'm helping people, but I'm also helping myself because I'm doing it every day.
Exactly. So tell us a little bit about the technology. So it's waveforms, frequencies, and Dr. Greco has put all these programs together on a chip card.
Right.
So explain how that all works.
So there's about 40 programs that are on individual chip cards, and the different programs are like microcirculation, anti-inflammatory, all these different things that you can put in helping you sleep. And then what happens is this device has 30 different waveforms, so it's kind of like an orchestra. It's like you're not just getting a drum, but you're getting a guitar, you're getting all these beautiful waveforms of music. And then what happens is each one has a different frequency. Frequency means how many cycles per second. So our electrical system here in Canada is 60 hertz, in Europe it's 50. So depending on what the problem is with your body, it'll determine what waveform, what frequency you need, also the time on and time off. So it'll sometimes shut itself off, like with osteoporosis, it'll put more time on because NASA's done a lot of research on the square tooth wave for bone healing. And you can look up their study and their research on it. So that program will have more time on, and it'll be a higher frequency because it's meant to help the bones heal.
I have a question.
A lot of studies on our website. Our website is Seqex and .com or .ca. Yeah. And if you go on there, you'll see it shows you all the different waveforms, the different frequencies. It shows you the studies, the research that's been done, because this has been out for over 20 years in Italy. Yes. And Canada just got it here 6 years ago. And
thanks to you.
If I didn't see the movie at the Science Center, I would have never known this was there. And I just thank God that day I went. It was all about Tesla. And Nikola Tesla was actually the first inventor of pulse electromagnetic fields because he worked with electricity all the time and he knew there was side effects. So he would pulsate a big coil that he would sit next to, and he would use it on his own body and on all his staff. Yeah. So that's actually the first person that came up with the phenomena of pulsed electromagnetic fields. And then it was Professor Lipoff that took it to the next level with the ion cyclotron resonance.
Yeah. So this is science.
Oh yes.
I mean, there's an equation. Like the 2 + 2 does equal 4, right?
Yeah.
There is an equation. It's all based on science. But when I first was introduced to it, I mean, we were in Italy in Tuscany, and you introduced me to PEMF for my knee specifically, and I couldn't believe, like, the swelling went down. We were walking, hiking, jogging, biking, dancing till all hours of the night, and my knee was fine. And if you know Italy at all, or anywhere that you have had to stand all day on cement, you know what that achy feeling is all about. I never had that at all. Yeah.
So I have a question for you.
I purchased right away.
Yeah. So I have a quick question. I'm just wondering, like, if somebody is just feeling generally out of sorts or would like to try it, but they feel fine, how would they know what program or what card to ask for or to come in for?
One of the programs that I really like is the microcirculation, because I think a lot of people are suffering with the Rouleau effect. if you go on Dr. Magda Havas's website, she shows you the pictures after she's used a portable phone for 10 minutes, and it shows the effect. And I think that one's a really good one to start with. But I also believe for a lot of women with our adrenals that the Fibonacci program is very good, because Fibonacci was a man who was born in the 1600s that figured out that we had a mathematical equation to our DNA. And it seems to like just balance out people, the Fibonacci program.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are very stressed, and it's not just the physical stress or mental stress, it's also the oxidative stress.
Right.
So using the extra cell regeneration program and the relaxed total body really helps people calm down and get everything kind of regenerating again, because we're all stressed and we can't get away from it. So, you know, just getting all these microwaves at us causes that oxidative stress, which causes inflammation. And we know that chronic inflammation causes a lot of diseases.
Absolutely. And it breaks down the skin, as we went through on previous episodes. Oxidative stress is a reason for premature wrinkling. But also, Seqex is the only PEMF device where you can test the person's body and see what waveforms and frequencies that body starts to sing to. So we can do a personalized card for our clients.
Which is really effective, because if I get in the car and my son has been listening to rap music, or my husband's been listening to, you know, hard rock and roll or something, I get instantly irritated.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure you're getting the right waveform, the right musical notes that your body loves. And it will respond to the testing device to tell what you like. And that's very important, because that's what makes your body sing. It makes it heal, right?
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of amazing stories. There's a lady in Canada right now that's doing a study on autism. And we're hoping that by December it'll be done. And she's having some really amazing results. There's studies being done right now in Israel. And you'll see that there's already been a lot of research over the last 22 years in Italy and in the US. Those studies show that this is actually physics. So what we've done is our basis of medicine is biochemical. This is showing the physics part of our medicine. And with physics, there's on our YouTube channel, which is Seqex Canada, you'll see there's some videos that Dr. Greco did that explain what he means by physics in the body. And then what I did was I had them transcribed and I put them in my book, Natural Frequencies. And I also transcribed all of Professor Liboff's all his interviews, and I transcribed them and put them in my book as well, so that people could hear what he talked about, especially like with plant growth. He believes that in the future we'll be using ion cyclotron resonance for plant growth. We'll be using it for cleaning our water systems. So if it can clean our water systems, imagine what it's doing inside of our body.
Exactly.
So it's an amazing device and amazing technology, and it's a natural phenomenon.
Absolutely.
It's natural forces.
I've had great results with our clients in here, and Dr. Lorraine, you've had a little bit of some positive outcome with using the Seqex as well.
Yeah. I broke my shoulder, and it was broken in a place that it couldn't have a cast on it, and couldn't have surgery. So I just had to suffer while it fixed itself. And so I did everything the doctor said, but the only additional thing that I did was the Seqex treatments with the plasma light. And, you know, I would periodically go for my regular checkups with the doctor. And then after I'd been using the light for maybe weekly, like I went every week for maybe a couple months, when I went to the doctor, he said, you know, I don't even need to see you at your next scheduled one. Like, let's post it, you know, a couple months in the future, because you are just way far more healed than I expected. And the only difference that I did, like I did everything the doctor said, so I'm not like throwing up the doctor. So I did everything the doctor said, but the only extra thing I did was this Seqex mat and plasma light treatment. And the only reason why I did it was because Dorri said, oh, we have something that will heal bone breaks, or will help to facilitate healing bone breaks. And I'm like, well, what do I have to lose? So I did have to wait until I was healed enough to be able to lie on the mat. But from that point on to, maybe a couple months later, I went every week for about, what was it, half an hour, Dorri, or something?
About 40 minutes.
40 minutes. And that was my result. And I am definitely not a person who's going to jump on the hocus pocus bandwagon, right? And it's the only thing that I did differently, and that's personally what I attribute the extra healing speed that I experienced. So,
Yes, awesome, awesome.
yeah.
You're pretty much back to normal, right, with your mobility and your range of motion and.
I would say I'm about 98, 99%. There's just a little tiny bit more I want to do, but I was only expected to be able to get the range of motion to do like a, I don't know if you can see, like a salute like this, and not be able to get my arm, like this is the arm, not to be able to get the arm like up here near my ear. So, or be able to rotate it back. I wasn't supposed to be able to do that. So what I want to do eventually is, like, if I pull my arm close, I can get that total range, but I can't do it independently yet. And I think that's more of a muscle thing than a bone thing myself, but yeah.
You have a program for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muscles and tendons, that's next for you.
Yeah.
And I just have a little point to make, because when you were saying like hokey pokey, that's what I said to Kim when she was first telling me all about it. I said, well, if it's that good, like it sounds like a miracle, why don't I know about it?
Yeah.
And it was actually Angelina, my daughter, that introduced us to each other, and we just connected like we were sisters from another life, which apparently we are anyways. But the thing is, people can't feel anything usually. Some people will feel a little bit of tingling, some will feel a little bit of warmth. Actually, even when I first started going on it, I was actually feeling little stabs in my knee. But I think that the thing is, when people don't feel anything, they think nothing's going on. But once you get over that, you're good, because something is going on, but it's all on the internal. It's all working.
See, yeah, like I'm a person that I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything. So, but then I also don't have another explanation for why I healed so well so fast. So for me, I think there's something to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when
Just
you
based
walk
on
on the
experience.
earth, you don't feel the Earth's magnetic field, but there's natural forces. It's like we have gravity. You don't feel it. But the other thing is with the plasma light is now you're talking about the natural forces of the sun, which is gases. And that's what keeps us all alive, is the Earth's magnetic field and the sun. And what happens is with the plasma light is it's producing photons. And so photons, depending on how long they are, they can enter the body. So for 600 nanometers of light coming in, it's going to do the outside of your skin. So this is going to work on making you younger looking, your spine wrinkles. But when you start getting up into the plasma light goes from 600 to 1200 nanometers. So when you get to the farthest range of nanometers, now you can start penetrating into the body about 3 inches. So this is what's working on the cellulite reduction and the varicose veins. And I cannot believe my legs. Like I don't have cellulite. Like I'm 55 years old and I looked like cottage cheese before, and I don't have it. Yeah. So like that's amazing in itself. And Jackie, like her legs have totally changed. Yeah. So when you start working on that, and then fat reduction as well in your stomach, you notice a big change. They have a lot of research on 900 nanometer range, a lot to do with eyesight, people that are, so you can look it up. I have actually a lot of research that I've done that I can send to you that you can put up as well that is registered with the U.S. Medical Association of research on light. So this light, why it's so different is it has 3 gases of plasma that helps penetrate that deeply. Because most of the lights that are out there, they only do the 600 nanometer range. Right. So they're only working on surface area. But if you want to get to the cellulite, you want to get to the varicose veins, you need to go deeper. Right. So, and
the
they've all,
fine lines and wrinkles.
that's right.
Yeah.
So, but if you go with 600 nanometers is really well known for beauty.
Yeah.
But just going that little bit deeper is the one that's going to help getting rid of some of that cellulite.
Right.
And I think everybody wants to do that.
Yeah, so why don't we go on a little bit, explain a little bit more in detail about our plasma light
Yeah.
and why we combine it with the Seqex.
Yeah, so this is why it's an incredible, when you combine it, you have a person laying on the Seqex. So now their cells are becoming more permeable. So they're laying on it, and then all of a sudden you've got these photons that are coming in. Photons, it's like magic. They find your mitochondria immediately. So they come into your body, they find the mitochondria, which is the battery of your cell.
Yeah.
And as if they already one is charged, they go to the next one. So they have like this little, it's like physics 101. They just go right to the mitochondria. As soon as they get to the mitochondria, they start producing energy. And once they produce energy, then what happens is collagen production starts happening. You also increase, like for men, erectile dysfunction. There's a lot of research that is done on that. We had a man that just recently came into our studio. We have a testimonial this month that we should share with you.
Yeah.
He came in and he had very, very severe diabetes, and he had gangrene in his legs. He had very open sores, and they were going to amputate.
Oh my
And he was terrified. And we did 8 treatments. We used the light in conjunction with the Seqex.
Yeah.
And he just did a testimonial that he feels his legs again. They went from really dark to pink.
Yeah.
The wounds healed, and he feels his hands again. And he's just so happy that he discovered us. The people next door to us have a little Polish deli that we go to, and they told him about it, and he feels like it was like a lifesaver. And
Wow.
combining the electromagnetic field of the planet with the sun
Yeah.
energy is like what we really need. And we need the sun's energy as well to produce vitamin D. So we have another light that just produces the vitamin D, because if you don't, one of the things we need for our immune system is to make sure we have enough vitamin D, especially with all these different viruses that are happening right now.
Yes.
We need to make sure we have a strong immune system.
Mhm.
And so the combination of that sun's energy and the Earth's magnetic field is pretty incredible.
So,
Look at our website and our YouTube channels so that you can look at the different doctors talking, and it's amazing.
So that the UV vitamin D is also, if anyone suffers from anxiety, depression, that sad disease, like coming into the winter months now. So we get what, 25,000 or 28,000 units
Yeah.
in a vitamin D in 4 minutes. You just stand there in, just bra and undies or whatever, and you stand on one side for 2 minutes, on the other side for 2 minutes. So what we're trying to do here at the spa specifically is to work and uplift that body from the inside out. Yes, we will always do our traditional aesthetics, yes, but let's start working on the body from the inside out. With using all of these 3 modalities, you can't help but do anti-aging, even if that's not why you're here. If you're here to work on a different area of the body, you want to work cellulite, or you're here because you've got muscle or chronic pain, the cells cannot help but get recharged, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
as we age, the cells become smaller, they get hard, they're not absorbing any nutrients, they just eventually just go off and die.
And also the capillaries get a lot harder too.
Mm-hmm.
And this is starting because it's microcirculation. It's helping the blood flow. Because if you went on the 400 highway and all of a sudden there's a dirt road, good luck.
Yeah.
But if there's a bypass to get off, this is making it like it's a bypass instead of a little dirt road off the side, you know?
Exactly.
And letting the blood flow, the oxygen, the nutrients,
Yes.
getting things going in your body again.
Yes.
so
That's why
I'm
I'm
just
saying that the environment has something to do with aging. Your skin, like your skin is your largest organ on the body. So when we've got all pollution and we've got Wi-Fi, cell phone, all this other stuff, this is environmental damage. And the only way to reverse or help with that are these units.
At Women's College Hospital, they actually have an environmental assessment clinic where they have a waiting list of people that are going in and being tested to see how the environment is affecting their health.
Wow.
Yeah, so like OHIP covers it, and a lot of doctors are actually sending their patients now to see if it's something environmental that's causing the problem. And Dr. Magda Havas is one of our leading doctors, researchers at Trent University. And she's been a leader on showing how this affects our body and how these devices help reverse the problems, right?
And have helped her on a personal level.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just wanted to say that this painting behind us, it was done by a lady, her name is Wendy, out of Newmarket, and she does healing paintings. And she did this for our clinic up in Wasaga Beach, and then she offered to let everybody have this so that it's a Monet painting, and she's done over 600 paintings in the world for people that were sick or hospitals. And she just sells her books for donation to tell the stories about the people that she's been working with. And she donated this, so I just want to thank her because I believe that this has brought such an inspiration. This painting and everybody's places that is doing this. We call it Life Force, which is kind of like the movie Cocoon, where all the older people would go into the pool and they would get the life force and come out because the cocoons that were in there. This is kind of like our life force.
Yes.
Is going on the mat and getting the light. And so that's why we have a little sticker in the corner there, Life Force.
Yes. So tell everyone about the crystals in there as
So
well.
she puts crystals in the painting, and when the light hits, the sunlight comes through and it hits the crystals, it's helping the people healing. So, and this little village looks like a little village that's actually in Italy, and it's surrounded by a big park with forests, and so we're really excited to go there and visit it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Kim and Jackie have recently purchased a home in Italy, which, if I'm ever missing, you know where I am. Maybe one day we'll do a retreat there. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, it'd be amazing. We
So
love Italy.
Yeah.
I've learned so much from the people there because they believe that what we eat and what we think is really important. And so now I've started to incorporate a lot more into my diet, like using more herbs and things that it's important that we eat a variety of food. So they have like different harvest times, and they use that whatever vegetables growing at that time. They use it a lot in their food so that you're always having a variety. And they are very emotional and very, like, they care a lot about people. You know, the doctors there are so caring. And not to say that we don't have caring doctors here, but they just come across so, like, caring to you. Yeah.
So, Kim and Dorri, I'm very interested, but I'm just very aware of the time and the time that our viewers have.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if we could have, I know that both the treatments and the actual units are available through either of you, if anybody wants to purchase that. But I'm wondering if we had any final or closing thoughts so that we can sort of wrap this segment up and be just mindful of the time that we have with our viewers.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Kim from driving all the way from Collingwood this morning to be with us, and it's kind of fun here. Just we have our little plexiglass here, but it's nice to look at somebody when you're talking that's right beside you. So thank you so much, Kim, and you're so knowledgeable in all of it. I've learned so much from you.
Oh, thank you.
So much. And yes, we have all three devices here. They can be here for use and amalgamated with other treatments that we have. We have some more treatments coming through as well, more to do with facials and the plasma light. But for any ailment, just give me a call. Your first session is always free. I'm here to help you. We are also doing a draw today, and we'll give you a regular time session on each UV, vitamin D, the phototherapy, and the Seqex. It takes about an hour, allow about an hour, and we're going to do that draw. But before we get going, Dr. Lorraine Wilson, would you like to just elaborate just a little bit on our program that we have coming up in September? Just remind people about what we're doing, or add some more new information about it.
Yeah, sure. So just a reminder that we are having the self-care reboot experience, and it's going to be a 7-week program, and it's going to be on Tuesday nights going from September 14th right through, just looking at my dates here, I don't want to lie, September 14th through to October 26th. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the energy of each chakra, one chakra a week. We'll be giving you a spa sampler that surrounds all the chakra energy elements. Like you'll get a chakra oil, you'll get a chakra tea, you'll get a chakra crystal for that particular week that we're doing it, that theme. And then we'll be discussing a complementary self-care reset theme each week, such as grounding, mindfulness, relationships, goal setting, affirmation and support, things like that. So what we want to do is we want to, again, just like Kim and Dorri were saying, we want to have that triangle happening between the mind, the body, and the spirit. So we're going to be working from the inside out. So it will be a really great therapeutic experience where we can be with, we're going to have 8 people in the group, and we'll be able to just work on a weekly basis on each of these energy themed topics, just to give us a little tune up because we're heading into the fall.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so shall we do our draw now? Our little assistant here, Miss Jazzy. Okay. We have DRUYOGADEUTSCHLAND is the winner. I'm not even going to attempt to try to say it, okay? We will be in contact. We will post it up on our Instagram and Facebook, and then just give me a call, and more than happy to book your session in. Congratulations. Thank you to everyone that joined us today. Thank you again, Kim, Dr. Lorraine Wilson. We will see you next week. Until then, take care. Love you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Kim. Bye-bye.